3 p.m. and we have just learned that a family member needs us. So we are farthest from home than we've ever been, but because we care so much, we are driving 2,120 miles to get back to Washington State to be with this family member. And we will pick up the adventure from there after we're done dealing with that. And we'll see where the next adventure takes us after that. But it's 34 hours of driving. It's a 34-hour drive back. And we're going to try and do it in a day or two.
Yeah, and we need to make a call to Mark, our Patreon, who we were headed to go see.
Yep, let him know that we'll see him in another time.
Yep. Welcome to the Adventure Closet. I'm Liz, and this is Charlie. We are two 80s and 90s kids that never lost their sense of wonder. We're all over the map, exploring wild and abandoned places, discovering rocks, geology, and history of different areas, all while living and traveling in our minivan Opal. I guess you can say our life is a mixtape of adventures. So hop in the van, hit the subscribe button, and let's go somewhere.
I missed it.
Use the left 3 lanes to take the exit toward I-70 West.
We just jumped into Kansas.
So Kansas City is it?
It's on the...
Continue on I-70 West for
Missouri and
15
Kansas.
miles.
This is a new state for us, but we're not going to count it. Because it's dark. We don't see it.
Yeah, the only stop we'll make is to get gas.
And maybe to sleep.
Maybe. Oh, hey, I'm driving.
Yeah, Liz is driving.
That's something you never see.
Oh, there's the Welcome to Kansas sign.
There's no place like home.
There is no place like home.
That should be Kansas's slogan.
Yeah.
We are 22 hours and 40 minutes from our destination. But we're still in Kansas.
Yeah.
For a second.
But babe, I'll tell you something. Something that I've never actually told you before.
But it's almost like I can read your mind.
Welcome to Colorado.
But I don't think we're in Kansas anymore.
I knew you were going to say that.
Alright, let's find the rest stop and go get some sleep. It's only 12:22, but it's actually 1:22 because we went back in time.
I could just find my ruby slippers. We could just go home.
We are home.
Oh, yeah.
It's gonna be a cold night.
Alright. We're going to stay at a rest stop tonight. Not in the bathroom, though. In the van, of course. It's heated in here, though.
It was a little cold last night. Just taking the ice off the window on the inside. Had about 4 hours of sleep at this rest stop. We got to make some miles. There's a storm coming in. And we got to get over 2 mountain ranges. Probably not going to do it all in one day, but hopefully we can at least get over the Rockies today before the real snow hits. Well, we might be trapped in the snow for a day or two, depending on how things go. So, should be fun. Find some coffee, get some gas, and make some miles. A little chilly outside, but I slept okay. Didn't sleep much, but I slept okay.
Straight ahead of us is the Rockies. We're gonna get off I-70 and go up towards I-80 and go through the passes through Wyoming. Right now, that looks like the best option without doing a huge detour. The actual best option is to go all the way south through Albuquerque, New Mexico, and then come back up to Utah. But that adds over 6 hours, or no, it was like 10 hours of driving. So we're taking a huge chance going this way, but it would get us home faster. We can't continue on I-70 because traction tires are required over I-70, and plus it's the highest, you know, it's some high mountain passes there over I-70. Yeah, so wish us luck, guys. Oh, that's cool. It's beautiful. You know, it really is a pleasure to see Colorado this time of year. Didn't expect to be doing this.
No.
It is at least a beautiful drive, even though we got to rush past it all. Well, we made it to Wyoming.
Yep.
Just as beautiful as Colorado.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of snow on the ground still.
Yeah.
It's supposed to have 70-mile-an-hour gusts today, too, so...
Yeah, we already felt a few gusts hit the van.
Yeah. We just passed a sign that said it's closed to high-profile light vehicles because of an extreme risk of blowover, like tip-overs, due to 65-mile-per-hour plus winds. But we're going for it.
And to remind you guys, we are having a family emergency, so we wouldn't be doing this otherwise. This is not the smartest thing for us to be doing in a two-wheel drive vehicle with no snow tires.
Yeah, and over the Rocky Mountains with a storm impending.
Yeah.
Good times.
It's beautiful, though.
It is.
The wind's starting to pick up a little bit more. How's it feeling over there?
Like I'm driving this way.
So, both hands on the wheels. Extreme blowover risk.
Tumbleweed.
Tumbleweeds are going fast.
There goes Lewis. There's Lewis.
Ah! Getting pummeled by tumbleweeds.
Going off the road.
Yeah, this guy's getting blown. That sucks. So I sucked at filming it, but that was a blowover of a utility trailer. So yeah, we need to be really careful, and there's
not really much you can do with the wind. Like, if it hits you just right, you're going over. But with a pull behind trailer like that, I would think you're more at risk of that happening.
Yeah, you can't correct as easy.
Yeah. Okay. So the wind is just blowing through the van.
Well, it's like cracking your door open. It's so hard.
Yeah. I got my seatbelt on. I'll be fine.
Opal's aerodynamic.
Yeah. Oh, man. Okay, 38 more miles of this. We can do this. You'd think the windmills would be going crazy, but Charlie said they probably have their brakes on them. Probably so they don't go too crazy.
Yeah.
In a quarter mile, turn left.
So the nice part about this highway is there is cell towers all along it, and there's a rest stop, and I'm hoping it's open. I think it is.
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
So wagon hand rest area.
Wait.
I'm really excited about driving. It's a long, straight road.
It really is.
I'm so thankful for cruise control. Like,
Yeah. It's beautiful here, though. Check this out. It's all snowy here, but the roads are fine. Pretty bare and dry the whole way, which is good. If you are all familiar with Opal's antics, every time we are on our way back to Washington is the only time her check engine light comes on.
it's like she's throwing a fit and doesn't want to go home.
It is. It is same issue as always. The either the gas cap wasn't on all the way, or the elevation change of going through the passes and such. But I just think it's hilarious that we've been to Washington. We've been back to Washington 3 times now since we've left Washington, and every time, without fail, her check engine light comes on. We got the phone call that there was a family emergency, and we were in Missouri. We were just over 2,100 miles from Washington, our destination, and we had a choice at that moment. We could put Opal in a storage unit, pay $100 for a month. And put her in a storage unit, grab our important backpacks, and hop a flight, fly back. But then we wouldn't have Opal there with us, for one. Or we could do what we're doing and just make miles. Now, they both have similar cost to them once you account for time, fuel, and we really can't cook while we're on the road, so we have to buy food while we're on the road. But we had options, which was kind of nice. We've thought about doing this before, but because we really wanted to show you guys, we really wanted to see the Ozarks, but more so, we really wanted to show you guys the Ozarks and Elephant Rock and so many other things.
That's where we were headed to.
Yes, our plan. I mean, we were originally planning on maybe driving all the way down to Louisiana and then figuring it out from there which way to go. But we decided that we're just gonna head back to Washington and drop off some rocks. And from there we will decide what we're doing. And it's really nice to have the freedom to be able to do that as well, to just stop what we're doing and go. And this is also a reason that our videos are so far ahead, is so that we can still continue to bring you guys content while we're taking care of family business. One thing that is disappointing is we're driving through places that we've never been, and we're like, ah, man, we're missing all this stuff. But we'll get back to it. Like Kansas, we just drove through Kansas in the dark. We never saw Kansas, but we drove all the way across the entire middle of the state. And we never saw Kansas.
Yeah.
So I think that's hilarious that you could drive through an entire state and never lay eyes on it. I mean, I know what the road looks like right in front of the car. It looks like every other road.
Yep. So we just passed a sign that said there's a crash coming up and to turn off cruise control.
This is one of those turn down the radio situations. You know how when you're driving and you're like, something happens and you turn down the radio so you can drive better?
Yeah, it's kind of spooky looking.
It is.
Okay, so that cleared up, but now there's all the dark clouds and stuff ahead.
Good times.
Yeah.
This is much better though. The road is right here, but it's probably been done because it's a downhill.
Yeah.
Sanded or sprayed or whatever they do. De-iced. It's so beautiful here.
Yeah.
It's winter wonderland.
Yeah. So we're seeing flashing lights up here. This might be the accident that was on the sign.
It is slick right here.
It is ominous looking out there. Fortunately, it's just little flakes right now. Hopefully everybody's okay up here. Just a reminder to take it easy.
4-wheel drive doesn't mean 4-wheel stop.
Yep. Yep. Just gonna take it lightly.
Take it easy.
Yep. 90 more miles to go.
Just 90.
Just 90, that's all. We just got more windshield wiper fluid, and did he just break the windshield wiper? We need to go over this pass. I heard a, yep. I knew I heard something. That should pop right back on. Theoretically. Lucky that didn't crack the windshield. It was loud. Is it broken? Please don't be broken. Please pop right back on there. Oh, thank you. Oh, good.
It's been fun, Wyoming. But now we're headed into Utah. Blasting through Utah.
Yeah.
As fast as we can go in the snow.
We probably won't see much of it in the daylight unless we stay the night in Utah, which is possible. We'll see what the weather's doing. And thanks, Google. You've been welcoming us to a lot of different states in the last day.
Yeah. Yeah, in 24 hours we've been Missouri, Kansas, Colorado, Wyoming, and now Utah. It's 5 states in less than 24 hours.
Holy smokes, that's crazy when you put it that way.
Yeah. And we might be hitting Idaho by the end of the day.
That's true. All right, we got a little over an hour left of this, unless we change courses, and then it'll be more.
Yeah.
Our windshield keeps freezing, and our sprayers are frozen, so they're not spraying. Do any of you guys have tips when it gets that cold and your sprayers freeze up? What do you do? What do you do? They're not answering me.
Well, it'll probably be summertime by the time I see this.
Maybe they'll answer me in the comments.
Yeah, maybe. Gosh, it's gorgeous.
It really is. It's really kind of cool to see this because we wouldn't have voluntarily driven through this. So we would have never just chanced driving through this just for fun.
Yeah, like we like to play it safe, and this is like the safest. Like I can't even see where I'm going.
But it's insanely beautiful.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Like we're lucky to see this. I mean, this is the perfect time. Like another day of snow, these roads would be too hard to travel on. And yeah. So everything's just working out like it always does.
Yes.
Which is weird.
Yeah, it's not the end of an adventure. It's just
It's a new adventure.
It's a new adventure. I know we sound stupidly positive, but guys, come on. Like,
This is beautiful.
yeah. You gotta always look to the bright side of things. You know?
Yeah.
Be the person that turns on the light and
Find beauty in anything.
yeah, this is stunning. Sorry you have to see it through dirty windows, but
It's a little cold out there.
yeah.
27 degrees.
Wow. This is beautiful. Well, we made it to flat land.
Over the Rockies, through the snow, to Washington we go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but first we gotta hit Idaho and Oregon.
Yeah.
So,
Well, we're kind of at the point where we did another video the other day, back in the day.
the other day, it feels like the other day.
It does.
We'll link it below. The last time we made this drive it was from Salt Lake City to Washington, and
Yeah, it was like
less than 24 hours.
two tired YouTubers drive until they're tired or something. Something about being tired. Anyway, we got 800 miles to go.
Yeah.
And, yeah, it's dark. I'm wearing sunglasses.
I
We missed
missed
that
it.
one too. Welcome to Idaho. We're high rollers. New state. Well, not a new state. Another state. We have made it to Oregon. And as soon as we got to Oregon, we saw that the highway is closed. And looks like the most recent information says is it's closed due to blowing snow and zero visibility. So we're gonna pull off at a rest stop and call it a night and reassess in the morning when it's safer to drive.
Little lake right there.
That is the Snake River. Well, you can kind of see it in camera. But that's actually Idaho just across the river there.
Baker City is 51 miles from here.
Yep.
In 2 miles, take exit 353 toward Way Station.
Alright. See you guys in the morning, maybe. Probably. See you guys in the morning.
So we've decided to push on through a little bit. There's a town called Baker City out here along this pass. We're gonna see if we can find a spot to stay up there. We see a little window in the weather in the morning where we might be able to push through the rest of the pass so long as the plows have come through and done their good deeds. And
It's starting to come down.
yeah, it's starting to snow. We're supposed to, we can get up to
24 inches.
24 inches of snow up here in the mountains. So
This is
we're going to be banking on the plows, and we do have chains if we got to put those on. This sucks, guys, but
This does suck.
we were less than 8 hours from our destination, so. And it is. Oh, it just turned back time on us, so it's after midnight.
Yeah, but we're still on
We're still running
Central
on Central
time?
time, so yeah, it's like 2:30 a.m. for
3
us.
a.m. We still got like 30 miles to go.
So far, the road's okay though. There's
There's an
definitely a
accident
lot of
right
snow in the
there.
mountains. Yeah, I'll show you guys the accident if we pass it.
Conditions have gotten worse. Should have stayed at the gas station.
Yeah, guys, don't do what we do. We're just really needing to get to Washington right now, and
Yeah. So we're trying to make it to Baker City, and it was fine for the first, 5 to 10 miles, but now we can't really see very far ahead of us. So blowing snow, pretty much whiteout conditions. Very dangerous to be driving. Driving with our hazards on. Road is so far not super slick. And
But-
we have how many more miles to go?
like 20 something.
Yeah. And we're going.
And there's nothing in between here and there.
Yeah.
I mean, we could always sit and wait for a plow to come by and then follow the plow, which that's a smart idea too. But this is,
Lord. This is getting bad. It's going from bad to worse.
yeah. Alright, that's enough for now.
Do 20 more miles of this.
really close, but it is blowing sideways at us.
And this is more snow than I've ever driven in this van in.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
Well, we've driven in like deeper, wetter snow, but this is just like ice snow.
Oh, no, it's not ice snow. It's not super slick, thank goodness. But, oh, this is so stressful. Okay, there's a chevron. The next exit. Okay, now I'm kind of stuck in grooves.
You're stuck? Or you're in a groove?
I'm in grooves.
Take exit 306.
I don't know.
Shall we?
Sure.
Continue for 2 miles.
2 miles? Somebody's getting off behind me.
Okay. This is bad.
2 miles? How many miles?
1.5 miles.
What?
Civilization. Sweet.
This is going to be a long ass drive back to the highway, I think. There's no room to park there for the night.
No. I wonder if the Maverick has something.
In 800 feet, turn right onto Campbell Street.
Then we might have to dig a little. Okay. We found a Maverick. Now we need
Destination is on the
to
left.
find out if they allow campers.
Well, we're not camping, we're just staying the night.
Well, yeah. All right.
So we're at this truck stop here in Baker City, and I asked them if there's a place we could park our van for the night, and they said in the restaurant parking lot. So we have this entire parking lot here to choose from.
Yeah.
I think we'll just go over here in the corner.
Baker Truck Corral.
Yeah. And kind of get out of the way somehow.
I wonder if we should back in.
Yeah. Looks like that's where they dumped the plow.
Yeah.
So where do you think we should go?
Shortest distance to drive out of here.
Now this is an adventure. Oh man, that was quite the stressful adventure.
It was.
But we made it. We're here. We're in bed finally.
Mm-hmm.
It's like 2 a.m. Pacific, and we're still on Central Time in our bodies.
And we're sleeping with probably 50 truckers next to us.
Yeah, I don't know if you can hear that rumble bass, but
yeah. We have earplugs.
yeah, we have earplugs. This is the first time we've slept this close to truckers.
Mm-hmm. We came close to camping like this before, but never really pulled the trigger because
we always found better spots, but
yeah.
we don't really have a choice tonight. I am just so glad we made it safely. We probably should have stayed at that first stop or the second stop that we did, but
yeah,
we're just trying to push the miles. We drove from 7 a.m. to 1:30 a.m. the next day.
And the only stops were to grab gas and something to eat.
Yeah.
We just have been go.
Yeah, we did. We probably did close to 1,000 miles today.
Yeah.
And that last 20 was the most stressful.
Yeah, thank you for driving that last bit.
Yeah, no problem. It was nothing.
Yeah. You probably drove like 700 of those 1,000 miles today.
Yeah, at least. Tomorrow, hopefully the plows will get the I-84 clear and open. It's closed right now because of snow. Here at Baker City, Oregon. And should be open in the morning. Should be plowed. Kind of worried about Dead Man Pass.
Yeah.
It's probably called that for a reason. So
the elevation is about, I think it's like 1,000 feet higher than we are now, and we got several inches of snow on the ground.
Yeah, it's still dumping snow here right now. But this was an unexpected part of this adventure, and I'm glad we could bring you guys along with us.
But one thing I want to mention, not to make this clip longer, is normally, and my old self would have been really scared about our situation right now, but like we have food and water in here. We're in a town right now. Looking at the weather forecast, if we had to stay here a day or two, we'd be fine to wait it out till the plows came in and the weather cleared up. Like,
yeah,
the lowest temperatures are going to get down to like 12 or 14 over the next couple of days. We've done that in the van before. Like, the more we've done this, the more confident I am. Like, we're fine.
Yeah. And so we are under a winter storm warning until 2 days from now. So this should be interesting. Hopefully it's smooth sailing from here on out, but you'll find out here in a minute. See you then.
Bye now. Good night.
Good night.
And the pass is closed behind us and in front of us.
Yep.
This little town of Baker City, Oregon is closed off to the world.
We are stuck in Baker City.
They do have a library, so maybe we'll get some work done, but it's really frustrating when we push so hard to get this far.
Yeah.
And we stupidly pushed a little too far. So that's what happens.
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah, so we're stuck here with a ton of semis, and we're gonna try and scrounge up some breakfast.
Yeah, and it's cold.
Yeah. Well, we're sitting here at the on-ramp, and we're seeing some trucks start pulling out onto the westbound. So we're gonna give it a couple minutes. let the guys that are in a hurry get ahead of us, and then we're gonna chase them over the pass. Did that school bus get stuck here? Oh yeah. Yeah, a lot of people are getting rolling. Oh, no.
So we just passed a sign that still said road closed, but there's
But we're going.
yeah.
Because it's supposed to snow more.
Yeah.
And the cash register lady, she said, yeah, if you can go now, you better go.
Yeah. And like we're learning like do as the truckers do.
Oh, yeah.
So when they slow down a lot, we slow down a lot. Like these guys are experienced with this. So
Yep.
Here we go. Yay.
So here's an example of all the trucks that were stuck here with us. Apparently both sides, or the highway on both sides of the closure are just lines and lines of trucks.
Here we go. Well,
False alarm.
false alarm. That was just everybody.
Going to the next exit.
Yeah. Oh man.
So there's a line of truckers. We're sitting here in line as well. Needless to say, it's going to be a long day no matter what. We're using our time wisely here and just reviewing our video before we put it up to you guys. And this is how far behind we are. If you recognize that video and see the date on the computer.
Oh my gosh, they're letting people on here. We're getting on the freeway.
Almost got out of line because I had to pee so bad, but I'm gonna hold it for 75 miles if I have to.
Freedom! Gosh, I hope Dead Man's Pass is alright.
Well, so we may get stuck at the next town because the last people did.
But at least we'll be one town closer.
Yeah.
Bye, Plow.
Bye, plow. Bye, cows.
Bye, cows. So far, the roads are just wet. It's windy.
Ooh,
You probably just heard right there. We're at the summit of the Blue Mountains.
It's all downhill from here. I keep saying that, but we keep hitting hills.
Actually, it's not. I think there's a little more up.
Right there.
Yeah. Well, there might be a couple more ups.
Yeah.
And we still have another huge pass to go through, which is the pass that I was most concerned about this whole trip, which is Snoqualmie Pass.
Which, after last night, shouldn't be too bad.
Yeah.
It's all relative, I guess.
Yeah. This has been quite the journey.
This has been quite the adventure.
It has been. Oh, that sucks. Okay, so down here it looks snow-free. We just got over Dead Man's Pass, but it does say icy conditions, use caution. So just because it's snow-free doesn't mean it's not ice-free, but I love this view coming out over here.
This guy is like 3 feet off my bumper. Thank you. Get around me. Don't do that in icy conditions, guys. You may think you have control, but you have no control as a person. after a hectic less than 48 hours, we are crossing the Columbia River into our home state of Washington.
Feels surreal.
Yes.
You know how in the movie Clerks, how the guy's like, I wasn't supposed to be here today. Like he said that a bunch. That's how I feel. I wasn't supposed to be here today.
Yeah. We weren't supposed to be here today. But we're here. And
Still have one more treacherous pass to get through.
yeah. Should be fun. Well, things got a little crazy right here.
We aren't even to Snoqualmie Pass yet.
No, we're not. And visibility is very small. Temperature just dropped to 29.
I can't even see over like what's to the right of us.
Snow.
Yeah, that's right. Oh man, we're so close to home. We can taste it. Well, I can't taste it, but you know what I mean. We have 2 hours and 9 minutes to our destination, and we're on Snoqualmie Pass, the pass that we were really concerned about, and it's been pretty free sailing. It's 33 degrees, so it is starting to get cold. It could start turning into ice here, but so far it's just been pretty wet, right?
Yeah, it's not bad. There's a few slick spots, but it's nothing.
Yeah. And of course, it's absolutely beautiful with the snow-covered trees.
Yeah.
So we're at the summit of Snoqualmie Falls.
Yes.
Or Snoqualmie Falls. We're at the summit of Snoqualmie Pass. And everything's looking good. Looking real good.
Well,
It definitely has gotten a lot of snow here.
yeah.
But the roads are clear. Thank you, plow truck drivers.
Yeah.
Well, that was fun.
Well, that was a lot of fun.
That was quite the epic adventure.
It was an epic adventure, and it just shows when you put your mind to something that you can make it happen. 8 states in 2 days. And yeah, and we are less than 2 hours from our destination, and I am already ready to call this a success, especially now that we are descending the summit. And I think we're going to get out of here without any crazy weather.
So, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe and check us out on Patreon, and we will see you on the next adventure.
Deuces.
Bye now.
Bye now.
Deuces.